Patch 13.4 is the second last patch of set 8 before the mid-set drops onto the PBE. But that doesn't mean Spatulopolis is finally safe, since threats are stronger than ever with probably the most flexible comp of this patch, Void Meteors. The monsters Aurelion Sol and Bel'Veth are causing chaos, but there's no meteor showers or Void Mother without the help of Zac, Fiddlesticks, Urgot, Echo, Sejuani and Vi. This default leveling comp wants you to stabilise with Aurelion Sol and Bel'Veth in stage 4, and preferably find one of your 4-cost frontliners Zac, Echo or Sejuani by the time you hit level 8. The real flex of this comp though is its item versatility. Aurelion Sol is your AP carry who craves 1 mana and 2 damage AP items to rain it down on enemy boards. So give him a Spear of Shojin, a Jeweled Gauntlet and a Rabadon's Deathcap. Bel'Veth on the other hand is your AD carry who can handle anything made of a sword or a bow. Her top choices in this comp are Last Whisper, Hextech Gunblade and then Runaan's Hurricane to kill off the units Aurelion Sol keeps burning. And then there's Zac, your main tank. Now the only thing you really need for him is to delay his split into smaller Zac blobs. So slap all your vests, cloaks and belts on him with Bramble Vest, Dragon's Claw and Redemption. As for augments in this comp, any Aurelion Sol hero augments like Extinction Event or Impact Velocity are definitely going to be instant grabs. You can go for Bel'Veth's hero augments too, but Aurelion Sol's ones have a much better win rate. If you're playing threats, always keep an eye out for the high roller augment too, as a loaded dice on a threat unit guarantees a shop packed with threat units. Moving on to our strongest AD comp in this list, the Avengers. Aphelios, Echo, Samira, Sejuani, Leona, Urgot, Alistair and Vi are the heroes you need to save the city from the monsters in set 8. This is a fast 8 comp, so focus on building up your gold and health early on by winning streaks. Level up aggressively and constantly slam items whilst adding high cost units to your board to maintain that streak and strength. Moving on to carries, and your top priority units are Aphelios, Samira and Echo. Starting with Aphelios, equip him with Gwyntu's Rageblade, Last Whisper and Giant Slayer. As for his ability, you should definitely pick either Duskwave or Onslaught. If you want to know which Aphelios ability is best in what situation, you can check out the in-depth guides and a free set 8 overlay, and bring it with you into your next game. Continuing on with Samira, she ideally wants similar items to your main carry, but you can really throw anything left over with damage onto her. Although definitely keep an eye out for Hextech Gunblade as the heal will help out your frontline a ton. Echo is your main tank in this comp and he obviously wants the traditional defensive stuff you're used to by now. That is Redemption, Bramble Vest and Dragon's Claw. As for augments, high-end shopping or level up can help you get those 5-cost units faster. For hero augments, you'll probably not see any Aphelios augments, so Samira or Echo's support augments can also provide the extra utility that you need. Switching back from AD to a full AP comp, we have the comeback of the Magic Orbs. Taliyah is your main AP carry who gets backed by her Spellslingers and friends Annie, Janna, Echo, Alistair, LeBlanc, Sona and Lux. To start, you'll need to hit the usual level interval and level up to 7 in stage 4 to roll for Taliyah. If you have extra gold or find yourself bleeding out a little, keep rolling for a lucky copy of Janna to activate Spellslinger 6. In stage 5, reach level 8 and 2-star the rest of your team. Taliyah is your main carry and she'll deal tons of damage with 6 Spellslingers. The first thing you want to ensure is that she casts her ultimate, so give her a Spear of Shojin. Then you can go for healing on your frontline with Hextech Gunblade and lastly, damage with Jeweled Gauntlet. Your main tank in this comp will be Annie, who you'll often play solo in the frontline. She'll do great with items like Gargoyle's Stoneplate to stack up resistances, Warmog's Armor and Ionic Spark. For augments, prioritise Taliyah and Annie hero augments such as Burning Spirit and Stoneweaver, as well as any Spellslinger Heart, Crest or Crown to reach 6 Spellslingers without even needing to find Janna. Another S tier comp in this patch is also one that focuses on one main trait only, all duelists. To maximise the damage output on those duelists, consider running all 6 of them with Zed, Nilah, Vayne, Fiora, Yasuo and Gangplank. And then you can add Sejuani and Zoe for Hacker and Laser Corps. With the buffs to Zed, you won't play this comp as a slow roll comp anymore, but more so as a default leveling comp. So try and run 6 duelists on level 6 with Kayle as your temporary item holder. Once you hit level 7, roll to find a copy of Zed and transition the items from Kayle onto him. Speaking of Zed, you will always send this hacker to the enemy backline by placing him on the hacker hex. He'll need a lot of swords to try and give him Edge of Night, Deathblade and then Runaan's Hurricane. As duelists are known to dish out good damage in a matter of seconds, you'll ultimately lack some frontline. But Nilah's very specific itemization can help you solve this issue by giving her multiple lockets of the Iron Solari. This will load up your frontline with more than enough shields to stall the fight. However, if you can't find multiple lockets, it's okay to equip her with standard tank items too. Good examples include Warmog's Armor and Dragon's Claw. Your core backliner in this comp is Vayne and she can hold all remaining damage or even mana items. Try and give her items like Hand of Justice, Quicksilver and Static Shiv. When selecting augments in this comp, you want to pick any Nilah or Vayne hero augments like Jubilant Veil or Into the Night, which will also grant Zed his most important item, Edge of Night. For duelists, look for any duelist heart, crest or crown to fit in more hackers or frontline. The final comp we're covering today is Full Recon, which is the most consistent comp throughout the entire set so far. It boasts all Recon backliners in Kai'Sa, Vayne, Ezreal and Ashe, as well as the only threat frontliners Zac, Cho'Gath and Rammus. Mid-game play is crucial for this comp because you want to hyper-roll your goal to field all 4 Recons, and Rammus and Cho'Gath in the front at level 6. Once you've done this, save up your gold to rush to level 7 and then 3-star your 3 costs. Kai'Sa is your primary hybrid carry and requires damage, utility and healing. Her best in slot will be Hextech Gunblade, Static Shiv and a general damage item such as Giant Slayer. Cho'Gath and Rammus are the other crucial 3-cost units and tanks. For Cho'Gath, prioritise magic resist, whilst for Rammus, armour is key. The optimal choices are Dragon's Claw and Bramble Vest, but you can use Warmog's armour or any other general tanky items. You want to prioritise any Kai'Sa or Vayne augments, with multi-shot or spread shot being the best choices. And since we run a threat frontline, the High Roller augment will 3-star the threat duo ASAP. That's going to wrap up our top 5 comps you have to play from our Challenger experts. As always, let us know what you're playing and check out many more comps with full guides over on our website. The link is in the description.